And that's a wrap. No, just kidding. We just started.
Are we rolling?
We are rolling. Good to go.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, man. Super sick.
Hey,
Welcome back.
how are ya?
Good.
Yeah?
Slept in a little bit this morning, and since it's President's Day,
Yes.
you know,
Is
had
it
to
good?
sleep in, celebrate, you know.
Love a good President's Day.
Yeah. Is it because it's George Washington's birthday? Do you know? Or is it just...
I don't know.
Right.
You know, I wish I did. I just don't think I paid enough attention in history class.
No, I definitely did not.
No.
That's something I should know, though.
But you know a fair amount about history.
I know. And
You're
I
a bit of
feel
a history nut.
Yeah, I prefer buff, but, you know.
A history buff. Okay.
A
My
history
bad.
buff.
My bad.
Yeah.
I'm
but,
sorry about that.
I don't know. I feel like it would be GW's birthday.
GW.
Yeah, good old GW. I feel like it would be his birthday, but I could be wrong. I could be very off.
Yeah.
Could be Abe's birthday.
Could be.
Could also just be an obscure date.
Yeah.
What would that be, like the third Monday in February?
Mm-hmm.
Third Monday in February, President's Day. Genius.
It's pretty random. But
Yeah.
yeah, happy President's Day, guys. I mean, shit.
Yeah. Celebrating our presidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also wanted to say thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
For
And girls.
And girls, excuse
Right.
me. God.
And whatever
Can you
you
believe that?
identify as.
Yeah, thanks for, coming along and doing this with us, The first episode that we released with video got a good response and,
Yeah.
more views than I had, anticipated or even thought of being able to get. So
Yeah.
it was cool.
It was very
So
cool.
Thank you. Yeah.
Appreciate the love. And we're going to keep doing it, whether you listen to us or not. So.
If you like it or not. And it's important to know if you are wondering what are these guys doing, it's important to know that we don't know either. So we have no idea.
Making it up as we go along.
Yeah. So,
We figure that's the best way to do it. Seat
Right.
of our pants.
yeah. Just important to,
Yeah. So,
know that.
thanks for rolling with us. Yeah, it's been really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been sweet, dude.
Yeah.
This whole thing is making our own little pod. It's really fun.
Yeah. And all the stuff that
Thoroughly
goes
enjoying
along with it, like learning how to video edit, learning how to
Mhm.
do all that stuff. It's very fun to, learn new skills, but also just do like a passion thing,
Yeah. For
So,
sure. For
yeah.
sure. What'd you get up to this weekend?
Ooh, went and saw John Summit at the Ogden. Then went and saw, he was at it was some warehouse in Denver. There was a little afters. And one of my buddies that was there, he goes, yo, this guy's playing a lot of Ranger Trucko, which is like another house artist. He's like, this
Yeah.
guy's playing a lot of Ranger Trucko. Come to find out, like at the end of the show, it was Ranger Trucko the whole time.
Uh-huh.
It was fucking awesome. But
Yeah.
John- what?
Do you know Ranger Trucko at all? Like,
I like know his music.
yeah,
He's
you
got-
just had never seen him before.
Yeah, I'd never
Kinda
seen him
thing.
before. I mean, there's so many guys who are house artists that, you just,
Yeah,
what a few of them look like. I know what Fisher looks like, Chris Lake, Shiba-san.
yeah, all the
But
really popular ones.
yeah, but as soon as, Ranger Trucko's like decently popular, but, he's definitely one of those like John Summit younger guys who are coming up. So it was cool to see them both do it together. It was a really cool show. And, I got to talk to John Summit for a little while. Nice guy.
Yeah,
Nice guy. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so it was fun.
That's sweet.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I don't know. It didn't do much. Went out Friday, and then kicked it with the girl
The girl.
for the rest of the weekend.
Nice.
But it was fun. Yeah,
Nice,
went
dude.
out and went to Whiskey Row in Denver.
Oh,
Place is a trip.
Dirk's Bentley Whiskey Row.
Dirk's Bentley's Whiskey Row.
Do they play just country music?
No, there's a band that's there until like 9:30 or 10, something like that,
Okay.
and then it switches over to a DJ. So like we got there right when the band, like it's always a country band,
Right.
When they were getting
Very
off,
on brand.
very on brand, right?
On brand.
When they were getting off, and then yeah, the DJ was just getting on, but they just play like bar music, pop,
Classic stuff.
yeah, like pop remixes, the
Nice.
cool stuff.
Nice.
It's like sing along
Yeah.
shit.
All right. Dude, fucking John played this edit of the James Bond intro. Like da 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 da. I can't do it, but you know what I'm talking
I'm
about? Like
trying to think of
the
it.
James Bond like intro. Like
Oh, duh. Yeah.
I forget how it goes, but dude, it came on and I was like, oh, this is James Bond, and it was sick. Da 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 da.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's sick. That's
Oh
sick.
man, that new movie with Daniel Craig was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah.
But we were walking out of the bar going to another one in Denver, and one of our friends was smoking a cig, and it had reminded me of this one time it brought like flashbacks. I don't think I've touched one since this time.
Really? It's been that long?
Dude, I think it's got to be. It was over a year ago-ish now.
Jesus.
But, oh my god. Literal like flashbacks to this time about a year ago. Kyle, myself, and JJ went to Laramie, Wyoming. Okay,
No idea why.
no idea why. Just
No
went,
idea why.
Just went, because it seemed cool, and it wasn't. So, for some reason, around that time, I was like, just super into cigs. Like we were working at the liquor store,
Yeah.
right?
So
And
there
it
were
was
cigs on deck all the
Yeah,
time.
you could get them for free. The
Yeah.
owner didn't care, whatever, right? So
Vishal was always smoking them too.
yeah,
Like all the time.
all the time. So anyway, before we go, I get like 3 or 4 backs for like free,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Weren't they Marlboro Reds?
No, I think I was smoking American Spirits.
Oh.
And I got like as many colors as I got the entire rainbow of colors here, okay?
Showing up with like 5
I'm
boxes.
like, yo, you want the dark greens? You want the yellows? You want the oranges? Like, whatever you want.
Christ.
I was just like handing these things out to people. I brought like 4 packs of them. God. Oh my God.
Very on
And,
brand for Laramie, Wyoming.
Yeah, 100%. Anybody who I offered that, oh yeah, sure, let's go smoke it outside. I was making friends with people. Like, I was just on one that night.
The Sig Man.
Absolutely,
The Sig Man.
absolutely on one. And it just death by cigs that night. And the day after, I just like, oh my gosh, dude. I can't tell you how many I smoked. It's probably upwards of like 20 to 25 that night.
That's
Something
more
like-
than 1 pack. That's gnarly.
Yeah, it was terrible. And there's a picture of me by the toilet.
No, we got to find that
At our
and put
old
it up.
place. Yeah, I think we'll find that.
Well, we got
somewhere.
back. We got back to the house, and we were gonna go to Music City to get lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And like we were all like really hungover, but we figured like, oh, like not a big deal. Like we'll just go and grab it, pick it up, come back. And you went in to go to the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember Jack came out and he's like, Kyle, come look at this. And you're
I'm
just
like,
you're just sitting up against the like straddling the toilet, and you are just like, your eyes are bloodshot. They're like tears coming down your face.
Literally on my deathbed. Oh my gosh, dude.
Awesome.
Yeah. I don't think I've touched one since. Maybe I have, but never again to that extent.
No, probably not.
Never again, dude.
Did you smoke one the other night?
No.
No?
That's
Couldn't
why I
do it?
saw it and I was like,
Did it make you immediately nauseous?
yeah. It triggered something in there.
Dude,
It
I don't
unlocked
know-
a piece of me.
Oh, yeah, just like,
A terrible piece of me.
suddenly your trauma's activated.
Yeah, it's very triggering to even see a cig out in public.
Dude, I get this thing like every once in a while, like a cig smells like really nice. Like
Mhm.
someone's smoking somewhere and it's like, oh, that smells really good.
Yeah.
It's just like, the aroma,
Or
whatever.
like when you're in Vegas, like all the casinos smell like it. It's
Yeah.
like, I kind of like that smell,
Yeah, I
Some
don't
of
know
that.
if it's like, I don't know what like why it smells good, but
Mhm.
every once in a while it just like it hits and you're like, oh, like that smells like it doesn't smell bad like they normally do.
Right.
And then other times I catch a whiff and I'm like immediately nauseous.
Right.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I got to go outside, or something.
Depends on the mood.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it just is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. If that night I found out, they're probably not for me,
No.
Probably should stay away.
Probably.
So anyway, that was my weekend. Got some horrific flashbacks, but I had fun.
Good.
Overall,
good weekend.
Good weekend.
Good top-notch weekend.
Top-notch weekend, man.
Good. And then we got a big snowstorm coming in right now.
We do. I know.
Big snowstorm. And I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know what it is about people living in Colorado and I've only lived here, but something about the people around here makes them think that they don't need to have like a scraper or like a snow brush in their car.
Mm.
And I see people like come, they go, they turn on their car and then they're like, pulling their sleeve down on their jacket, trying to like wipe off, the snow off of their car.
Yeah. I mean, I can't tell you the amount of times that I've done that. I've been in that position.
I know.
For sure.
This is at you. This is at you.
Right. No, I get it.
Okay.
This is targeted.
Okay, good.
Okay? And I get it, dude.
Yeah.
And it's embarrassing, You're sitting there, you're like, and you're like trying to like scrape off ice with your... It doesn't work.
Have you ever tried to go get water and put it on like the ice?
No.
Good. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
I know for a fact that that's bad.
Don't do that.
That's
I watched this guy do it the other day. He's like a Dodge Charger with, it's a rear wheel drive car. Like, what are you doing driving it in the snow for one?
Uh-huh.
Homeboy walks into the gym. Like, I'm standing by the window, so it's like he walks into the gym, fills up his shaker bottle with water, comes out, dumps it on his windshield, right? Goes back in, gets another full thing of water, does it on the windshield again. And his car's not on. Defroster's not on. Doesn't have a scraper. Doesn't have a brush. I'm like...
That's not good, buddy. Doesn't it, like, if you pour hot water on it, can it crack?
It'll crack your windshield.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll crack the windshield. Like, I would say it's a high likelihood that your windshield will be fucked.
Yeah.
So...
No, I don't know what it is, man.
I don't know what it is.
People, you expect in Colorado for people to be prepared.
Right.
Myself included, not so much.
Not so much.
It doesn't happen as often as you think,
I think it's a good practice to have, because at the end of the day, it's like you need to be able to see out of all of, like, cuz like when it's snowed, the roads are going to be a little slicker. People are driving a little bit more nervously, right? I need to be able to see around all the way. And it's like most of the time, especially like with my car, it's like it snows on the back and that snow is not going to move unless I move it. It doesn't have like a rear windshield wiper.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like driving a sedan or a coupe.
Even if you turn on the defroster,
it takes a while.
In the back, it takes a while, and that has to like shut off naturally.
Yes.
Like you need to get back there and like just move some snow.
Fucking go wipe it.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. It just makes sense. So
no, for sure.
If you live in Colorado and you're listening to this, get yourself a snow broom and a scraper.
You hear that?
Maybe both. Like one side's a little broom, one side's a little
Hey,
scraper.
they make those, man.
Yeah.
They're out there.
And they're not that expensive. You can go to AutoZone, Target probably, and get one for like $3-4.
Yeah.
They're plastic, for fuck's sake.
I know.
I don't know.
I mean, we could talk about like people driving in the snow and how bad that is even here.
We'd be here for a while though.
We would be here for
a while.
Oh yeah, hours. Yeah, it's terrible.
It is fucking terrible.
Even if I mean we live in a place where you go skiing like every weekend. It's very popular. People still don't know how to drive, man.
I wanna give the ski train a ride. There's a train that leaves from Union Station.
I did see a TikTok on that, actually. Some girl like vlogged it all. I was like, oh, this is actually cool.
Okay.
It leaves like every day at 4.
Every
from
day?
the mountain. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Pretty sure. Like almost every day. Or maybe it's like weekends. I don't know. But yeah, you get up and go. Obviously, skip all the traffic.
Did it say how long it takes? Because it's like, it's like about from Denver. It's about an hour and a half drive
Yeah.
with no traffic.
Right, depending.
But if there's traffic, I mean, you could be on the road for 4 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can be
I
terrible.
don't even go on the weekends because it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're gonna be sitting in traffic for way too long, or there's gonna be way too many people at the mountain.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, my brother figured out you leave Thursday if you can, Thursday afternoon, and come back. Best time to come back is like Sunday morning.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And there's like usually he's so meticulous with that stuff. He just like
Is that Clark?
he's figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, you could guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Clarky.
Good old Clarky. He's very regimented, very scheduled.
He's a
Very on time.
He's a very on time, punctual man.
Love that.
Yeah. So yeah, we should try that though. The tram.
The ski train?
The ski train, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think it'd be
And
fun.
they have like a bar and like can get coffee on, like it's a full
On board?
thing, yes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, the like videos coming back to me now. Yeah, there's
Okay.
it's
That sounds fucking
and it's
awesome.
like how much is the ticket? Maybe a little steep at like $70, $80 maybe.
Jesus, really?
I don't know. Yeah.
That seems a little steep.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking about it, I think it was up there.
Fucking, why is skiing so expensive?
Yeah, why does it have to be?
Like, where does Eldora get the audacity to charge $170 for a day pass?
Oh my gosh.
when we were in high
the
school-
day passes, man.
Dude, fucking...
If you don't get a pass, it's unaffordable.
Yeah, it is unaffordable.
You just can't do it. Like, I don't know. I mean, some people obviously can, but it's just like, man, it's tough.
I know, and it's like, what are you really paying for? Because, like, the mountain's not getting any bigger.
Right.
The mountain's not getting any better.
Uh-huh.
It's not getting any steeper.
Yeah.
They're not putting that many more runs in. Like, I think Keystone's probably added, like, 2 runs in the past 6 years, if that. Maybe a new lift, but it sure as heck is not, like the exponential increase.
No.
You know?
And even with, like, a buddy pass or something that you get from somebody with a pass, it's like, I don't know, like $20 off. It's not even like worth it.
It's not even that
it's
much.
Really like, it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's still $150 for a day.
Yeah, and God forbid you get hungry.
Right.
God forbid you need some food.
Yep.
It's like you're spending $25 on chili
Yep.
and chips.
Mm-hmm. Or 3 chicken tenders at the top of the mountain, Those are my favorite.
Those chicky tendies, baby.
Well, I will admit, those kind of hit. Midday, kind of hit, man.
You know what you got to do is, like, how they put them out for you, right? There's like a bunch in like the little plates.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so you grab one and then you grab the chicken tenders off the other one and put them in your pocket. 6 chicken tendies ready to go.
Dude, that's a hack.
Yeah, and it's like your pocket's insulated. They're going to stay warm in there for a few
Yeah.
minutes.
You could take them up the lift.
Oh, yeah.
Have a little fun. Pass them out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just have some fun.
What an icebreaker, It's like you got chicken tendies
yeah.
in your pocket. It's like, hey, man, you want a chicken tender?
Yeah. See a cute girl on the lift. You sit with her. Want a chicken tender?
Hey, baby, you want some of this chicken tender?
Hey, baby.
Come
you
on.
have no idea what I got in my pocket right now.
You'll never believe.
You'll never believe. Damn, that'd be that'd be a move, man. Yeah. And God forbid you don't have equipment, rent. Like, I mean, it just stacks up so quickly.
It stacks up like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It is an expensive sport. Like, before the tickets started getting expensive, like, I remember back in the day, it was like, my dad would always buy us used skis, like used everything.
Oh, yeah.
We were kids, so we were growing too, but like, I remember when I got to high school, he still bought like all used stuff. And it was still like, it was like $300 to get like really used boots and really used skis. Like $300 is like, I mean, that's kind of steep for like, I mean, what guy is spending $300 on basketball shoes?
Right.
It's like, I mean, maybe football, all the pads and stuff, but like most active things that you do.
It's not. Yeah. It's nowhere near.
Yeah.
You know,
Skiing is a lot.
yeah, winter sport level
Yeah.
type stuff.
It makes sense why a lot of ski bums are ski bums.
Yeah, yeah. Why they
really does.
Yeah, why they have to live on people's couches and work at the ski patrol.
Yeah.
Makes sense, yeah.
And even being like ski patrol, it's like you don't make that much money, apparently.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, you know.
I mean, and those guys are like responsible for the safety of the mountain and safety of like people don't realize how easy it is for like avalanches to happen and stuff like that, and like how much work goes into like making sure the snow stays where it is.
Weren't you taking a course for a bit?
Yeah, I took the Airy 1 last year, which is like your basic avalanche safety course for like backcountry stuff.
Uh-huh.
And it is very well, especially in Colorado. We get such spread out storms. There's a bunch to it, but there's a whole science behind snow, like down to like the micro, like looking at it in not a microscope but a magnifying glass. The snow actually like looks different in flakes, and it creates faceted layers. So you know, you put weight on it and it'll break at like a certain weak point, and everything on that level will just slide.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you know, people die in, like a couple weeks ago, somebody died, 2 people and their dog died in an avalanche because they set it off by walking underneath a slope that was greater than 30 degrees.
Oh really?
So they were just walking up this gully, you know, like minding their own business, and their weight at the bottom,
really
disturbing the snow, triggered it above them, and it came down and killed both of them.
Wow.
So I mean, that just makes sense. Like, why would you not pay the ski patrollers more? Because like that's what they do.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, not to mention they're like, you know, being the emergency service on the mountain, like keeping people safe, you know.
Yeah.
In terms of like when they get injured, not necessarily in an avalanche, but
they give good rides. They give good rides in little sleds, you know. It's like I broke my collarbone and I skied down to the bottom.
Yeah,
but
dude. I forgot. I completely forgot. You're a metal man.
Yeah, a metal man.
We got metal man here.
Yeah, not Iron Man, titanium man.
Titanium man, yeah.
2 plates, 9 screws, and then this bad boy.
That John, yeah, I remember that. Was last year?
Last year, right about this time, it was like right before Valentine's Day. Yeah, and it sucked.
I remember seeing pictures of you at the bottom when you guys were going home. You had this like a makeshift sling over your. Yeah. Then you got surgery a couple weeks later.
Yeah, it didn't hurt that bad. Like I
can't imagine that. I can't imagine like, oh my god. I can't imagine how that doesn't hurt though.
It did hurt.
Like initially, sure, but then like aren't you kind of talking about like after it just like
for like the rest of the day, like I was uncomfortable, but the thing that actually hurt was feeling the bones move against each other.
I have a hard time.
I know.
Woo! Dude, that shit. Oh. Yeah, it's
well, and then it took fucking 10 days to get surgery.
Yeah,
I was 10 days, like, and you remember, like, I couldn't take a shirt off. You know, it's like anything going up would move the shoulder enough that it would just.
I mean, yeah, I remember you talking about when it happened. Like, yeah, they like clicked, like the bones, like
they
it's
like clicked together,
broken in half. It's like kind of rubbing on each other. You can feel that.
Yeah. Yeah. And like if it manipulated one way too far, one of the bones would get like stuck in front of the other, so I couldn't like move my shoulder back. It was bad. But
oh god. Dude, God forbid I break a bone. I'd be such a sissy, man. I would not be able to handle it at all.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be like this old lady that I saw in the ski patroller office. She's like posted up. She's got this pillow on her lap, and her wrist is like posted up on this thing, and she's like, "Give me something for the pain, like just like wailing about this. And I asked the doc that was working on me, I was like, "What happened to her?" She's like, "She probably sprained her wrist."
That would 100% be me.
Nice.
And if you knew me, you could probably see that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's why we won't go skiing with you anymore.
Yeah, I'm not allowed.
We gotta go soon. We were gonna go for your birthday, and we gotta go again.
I know.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to go this season, but
Maybe we'll take the ski train up.
maybe we will, man.
Hey,
Let's have a little time on the ski train.
I'd love to.
You know,
Honestly, I'd love to.
have a couple drinks on the way up. I wonder how much the drinks are on that thing.
I bet we could sneak a few shooters in the old undies.
Oh yeah, I mean they probably don't like check even bags or anything.
Yeah, they're not going to be like the security at the club patting you down, try and
Yeah.
grab your junk.
Mm-hmm. Had that at Whiskey Row this weekend.
I know, it's super cool.
Yeah, everybody's doing it now. It's the new thing.
Yeah, they like barely like. I mean, I don't want to speak for all the guys out there, all the security guards out there, but they don't really check the girls very hard, you know. And then
Or at all.
They like look in the bag. They're like, okay. And then when it comes to the dudes, it's like, let me grab your junk.
Yeah.
Let me feel your sack.
Let me give you a reach around.
I know. It's like,
Hey.
it's not what I came here for.
Yeah, not necessarily. Came here with friends to have some fun, but you know, if I'm being forced into this, I guess I have to do it.
There was no, and it's like, do I have to consent to this to get in?
Yeah, is there a form?
Yeah, like,
Do I have to sign a waiver?
right. You'd think.
You would think. No, I when I went there with my Miguel.
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 I was like,
with
Miguel?
Miguel.
It's like, okay, that's like,
Okay, who's that?
there's so many different words there.
yeah. And I got patted down. They're like, then she comes up. He's like, "You're good."
Cool.
She's like, "No, pat me down, God damn it!"
Come on, pat me down.
Yeah, she's like,
touch me, please.
Equality, come on,
Yes.
pat me down. You know,
Look at her standing up for the equal rights.
I know, man. She is actually all about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see that. She's got kind of that like that social justice warrior vibe.
Yeah. She would love to hear that, by the way.
Oh yeah, she's gonna hear it.
Yeah. She's up for it. She's up for the fight.
She's up for the fight.
I'll tell you that.
I love it. We love our strong, independent women out there,
We do.
and I mean that completely seriously. I do.
100% genuine,
Yeah, we do.
and I'll
We
take
do.
that as well.
Speaking of strong, independent women,
Let's keep
two girls that I knew from, kind of knew from CSU, they started their own like thrifting thing on Instagram. It's called Thrifty Scent, which I thought was pretty good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and
I haven't heard of this.
they just do. They must just go thrifting, you know, buy some cool stuff, and then they put it on their Instagram page and sell it for, you know, 10, 15, 20, 30 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing crazy. And they do a bidding thing too. And they got a good eye. They find some really nice stuff.
Man, thrifting can be a gold mine.
Dude, honestly. And
I really have to get into it because I think, isn't there an Arc here
yeah.
in Longmont here?
Yeah, I'm sure there is. And then
I think
there's
there
like
is.
two
Oh
or
my
three. They're like up by Murphy's Express up on North Main. There's one like right next to it, a little thrift stop.
God. Yep. Okay.
And I think it's better to probably go with like the local stores, you know, like the small town or small time deals rather than Arc or Goodwill.
Yeah.
I think Goodwill is like money laundering or something like that. I've heard some sketch stuff, but
I can see it.
yeah.
No
But
doubt.
I mean, I'm right there with you. It's like I would love to go thrifting. Don't really know where to start, but these girls, you know, I'm getting like sweatshirts for like $15 shipped to me,
Yeah.
and they're
Oh,
awesome.
they ship?
They do ship. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and it's like I think it's just a couple bucks extra,
Yeah.
and yeah, they've been doing just awesome, and it seems like it's really taken off. It's like when I first started following them, it's like you could usually get your hands on most stuff. If you really liked it, you'd probably get it.
Yeah.
And now there's a little bit more competition in the bidding, but it makes it fun, you know, and it drives more profit for them. So
It's dope.
yeah, I love it. I think it's a great little what's it called? Side hustle. Like we were
Side hustle.
talking about. Yeah.
As the kids say.
A side hustle.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, man.
I like that.
Yeah.
Always wanted to get into thrifting. I see a lot of videos on like TikTok of people throwing. Like, damn, that is a sick. Like,
Yeah.
it's all always like vintage
Right.
stuff. Like, I'm like, oh man, that would be sweet.
And that stuff is very, very much back in style.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
It's
it's like-
it's come around at this point
Yeah.
to where it's it's kind of cool to wear it again.
Like this hat might be one of my most vintage pieces in my.
That thing is cool.
Yeah, and my alumni advisor in college gave it to me, and
oh really?
People ask me about it all the time. They're like, "Where'd you get that?" Like, I'm like, I got it from my alumni advisor. Like, what a strange answer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's true. You know, it's like,
yeah,
it's an old looking hat. And I'm assuming that vintage quality is probably one of the reasons why people are like, yo, where'd you get that?
Yeah, for sure. It's just, it's the, I mean, I think with thrifting, it's just like the uniqueness of stuff that you can find.
Yeah.
That you can't at like, even like an outlet store or like one of the retailers.
Yeah. Because like the new H&M line is only, it's only so big.
Yeah.
God forbid you go out and you see someone wearing the same t-shirt. You're like,
yeah, which has happened.
What's going on here?
It happens to the best of us.
The most fashionable of us.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for them.
Good for them,
Big
man.
stuff.
I like it.
Yeah. What movie did you tell me you saw?
Oh, right. The new Uncharted with Uncharted. I guess it's just called Uncharted, but it's with Tom Holland.
Tom Hollandaise?
Tommy Holland and Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Tom Hollandaise and Mark Wahlberg.
Hollandaise sauce. Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like a video game adaptation.
Right.
Which
I haven't
think
played
really
those.
has like been done before. Like making a movie, like a feature film out of a video game. I don't know. I think that might be like the first of its kind.
There has to be another one. There's a Halo movie. It wasn't very popular.
Yeah.
It definitely didn't have Mark Wahlberg in it.
That's what I'm like with these big actors and like, I don't think that's really been done before.
Was Tomb Raider a video game before it was a movie?
Yes. Yeah. That was with Angelina Jolie, right?
Yes, my wife.
Mm-hmm. My wife?
My wife.
Yeah. That one was, I don't think I ever saw that one.
So that was a movie before it was a video game, right?
Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
No, I believe it was a video game before it was a movie. So maybe that was the first of its like kind in terms of like a big feature film.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because that came out in like the late 90s, I want to say.
That's Tomb Raider is an old series from what I understand. Like the first one, I think I've seen stuff on it. It's like polygons. It's like really, it's old like school, really old school. Yeah.
James Bond was also a video game before it was a movie.
No.
Dude, Nintendo 64, dude. I remember playing that game.
Yeah, the Nintendo that came out in the 40s or whatever.
No. Like all the newer ones, those were all video games first.
Right.
I played them back in the day.
Did you?
I remember.
Are you fucking with me right now? No. It was movies first.
No.
Yes.
No, dude.
We're talking like old school James Bond back in like the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, with like Sean Connery.
Yeah. That came before the video game adaptations of that.
No, it was a board game back then.
Oh my god. Right. Oh yeah, I know. I do remember playing that. Right.
No, I think that was James Bond was the first time a book was adapted to a movie. Because they were books first.
Are you sure about that?
I think so.
But anyways,
right.
Uncharted. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. It had some solid like action sequences.
Okay.
Tom Holland was good. Mark Wahlberg was good. They had some good dynamic going there.
How was the VFX?
Really solid, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Liked it?
Usually a stickler for that.
Yeah. Good mix of practical and...
Yeah.
Okay.
It did a good job of like keeping it in line with the video game because the video game's like an action adventure thing.
RPG type thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Where you go around and you're finding treasure and whatever, but it's pretty over the top in those action sequences in the video game because it's a video game, whatever.
Naturally.
But they kind of stayed faithful to that, I think, throughout the movie too, because a lot of the action sequence, you kind of have to like dispel your belief.
Well, okay,
Of
yeah, that makes sense.
reality, I guess, so they were over the top and like it was
It
cool.
was like Fast and Furious type thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
In the same vein, not
Yeah,
maybe, I guess it's kind of
Not
as ridiculous as Fast
driving
and
a
the
car
Furious.
between two towers at like 90 floors up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It had, I mean, it's in the trailer, so this really isn't a spoiler, but when they're like flying these like pirate boats,
They're flying pirate boats.
No. It's not like, it's not, whoa,
What the fuck's going on?
no, they attach these old pirate boats to helicopters and they fly. It's a little ridiculous.
Okay, so I'm envisioning like some sort of Chinook double-bladed chopper.
Yes, but it's one of those cargo choppers, so it's got like no area for like cargo.
Oh, it's those
just
Russian
open.
ones. Those Russian
Yeah, where
ones.
it's got like two
what
wheels
are they
on
called?
either side, and it's just
Yeah.
like open, and then it's the tiny like cockpit in front. They're using those, and then it's like double bladed, and they're like are
Extra
holding up this entire pirate ship and flying it around and doing this like crazy scene with it.
So it was a flying pirate ship.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
For all intents and purposes, it was a flying pirate ship.
it sounds very realistic.
Just not, like Pirates of the Caribbean type flying pirate ship.
Was there a flying
Is
pirate
there?
ship?
Now that I said that, I'm like, is there?
I know that Davy Jones's whatever his was
Did they
called,
not fly
the
at some
Flying
point?
Dutchman. The Flying Dutchman was a submarine. That's what it was.
What?
The Flying Dutchman in Pirates of the Caribbean, it could go underwater. It was a submarine.
Oh, right.
It couldn't fly,
Right.
even though it was called the Flying Dutchman.
Might have to revisit those films, actually.
We should, yeah.
Maybe we'll do. We were thinking of doing weekly. I had this idea of intentionally watching a really shitty movie and having our take on it, sort of reviewing it.
Right.
I think that'd be fun.
I don't necessarily think that they have to be shitty per se, but I think it would be fun to do some shitty ones.
Yeah, gotcha.
But
I mean,
think-
we've kept up with a little movie snippet, a little movie
Right.
segment every.
Yeah,
Talked
here we
about
go.
Dune for the 5th time in this podcast.
for you people out there that were complaining about us talking about Dune for the better part of a half hour,
I got some choice words for you.
yeah, just
know.
just know that you're missing out on a real cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah, a real saga.
There's a lot there.
A real dense saga that
Yes.
is worth getting into.
Yeah.
But, not for everybody. Oh, I also started watching. Yes.
Yeah.
Also started watching Normal People on
What?
Hulu.
Okay.
Came out, I guess, a couple of years ago. But it's pretty good. It's about normal people.
I didn't see that one coming.
It's about.
That sounds so
what is it
fucking
about?
boring. Not gonna lie. Like normal
Yeah,
people.
what a name. That sounds
Oh,
invigorating.
we fucking come home.
We're
We
just-
make dinner. Go
yeah.
to bed. Wake up. Brush my teeth. Wow.
Right.
Boring.
It sounds really, yeah. Title 2 out of 10, but it's about these, I guess, like high schoolers in Dublin. Ireland.
Okay.
And it's about kind of like the dynamic of like high school, and like they end up hooking up and stuff, and it's like this. I appreciated the simplicity of it. Like it just followed like one group of people, and I'm only like halfway through the series. I think it's only 6 episodes, and I made it through 3 of them. But maybe not for everybody now that I'm thinking about it. But
Sounds like a pretty simple,
but
down
it's,
to earth.
Yeah, it's down to
normal
earth. I think it's relatable.
people.
I think is also probably what
Sure.
is cool about it. But yeah, maybe worth checking out.
Like a poor man's Euphoria kind of thing.
That's a good way to put it.
Cool.
I think I even compared. I was like, this is kind of like Euphoria, just like dumbed down and much more like simplified. And I think I think I started watching Euphoria, the first season, a couple months ago, and it's really good. I think Euphoria is like a solid show.
Really good.
Raise the left
Right.
hand. But it was, I think it just got a little bit like, there's so many characters in that show that it can get a little bit overwhelming. It's shot really well and like edited. And
Are you talking about Euphoria?
Euphoria.
Okay.
That I think, and I think so is Normal People. It also has the same like way of like shooting, and like that's very well done.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just on a little bit lower of a level of like intermingled characters and everything that's going on. So
Okay.
anyway,
If you're looking for... Okay, well, let me ask you this. How many Carson points would you give Uncharted out of whatever scale you want to give it? How many Carson points?
I'll get up Uncharted. Let's go a solid... The scale's to 10.
Okay.
I'm saying...
Really original.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm giving Uncharted 8.1.
8.1.
I enjoyed it for what it was, for a action adventure film. I thought it was well done for what it was. Yeah.
Okay, now rate Normal People.
7.4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Write it down. Jot
Write
it down.
Jot it down. We're going to keep scores
Yeah.
as we go through.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I got one for you.
Do you?
I've been watching a show.
Let's hear it.
It's called For All Mankind.
There you go.
Took me a second. I was loading.
Loading. You were buffering. The brain was buffering.
For All Mankind. It's on Apple TV Plus, whatever the fuck their subscription thing is.
Yeah. There's so many now. It's hard to keep track.
I know. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to get the rights to all of those and just
Mhm.
kind of like TiVo it.
Let's streamline it a bit, guys.
Yeah, let's
There's
take all of them and
15 of these streaming services that you have to buy a $15 subscription to, or a monthly subscription to, and it's like, man, can't keep up.
I think that's called cable.
Right. I think that's I think you're right.
Isn't
Actually,
that cable?
Isn't that cable?
I don't know.
Remember that, dude? Remember cable?
I remember cable
Golly,
back in the day.
back in the day.
Anyways, I was speaking.
Pardon.
For All Mankind. It's if the Russians had made it to the moon first.
I think that's a very interesting concept, actually.
Yeah, it's similar to like The Man in the High Castle, where like the Nazis had won World War II.
Yeah. Also very interesting.
Very interesting show premise.
Yeah, very interesting premise.
And I thought really well done. Like for one of Amazon Prime's first big TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they did a really good job with it.
Yeah.
But this one also is very well done. I've made it through 4 episodes and it's good. Like I think it's cool through 4 episodes. I have no idea where it's gonna go now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not only did the Russians beat the U.S. to the moon, but then the next time that they went, they brought a woman. So Russia was just really just handing it to the U.S. in this alternate universe.
Okay.
But very interesting.
Yeah.
Very, cool way to look at a revisionist history of things.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah.
For
Pretty
sure.
wild.
That's pretty cool.
What
What would you give that?
Four episodes in,
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it a 6.7
Okay.
out of 10
Okay.
Kyle points.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah.
Could be higher, but not too bad.
It seems
What's lacking in it that you wish would, be there for it to get a higher score possibly?
it seems a little too uninspired. Like, it's a really cool premise, but there's just not there's not enough there with it. There's not enough the stories about the people and like the interaction between the characters is not as compelling as it should be,
Really?
given like how unique the situation is.
Yeah, and I think you'd think to go, I think with that type of show, going big scale and seeing the effects of what that would have done,
Right.
but also delving into like how that would affect the everyday person in that time, and like
Yeah.
you could show the American side of it, you could show the Russian side of it, and how it affects.
Which they don't
like,
show any of. You don't see any part
what is
of
it
the Russian.
focusing on then? Like the higher, like the government.
It focuses
level?
on the astronauts working at NASA for the most part. Like the main
okay.
protagonist thus far is he was the commander of Apollo 10, and they got to the moon and they tested their descent stage going to the moon, and they go into their descent stage and then they leave the descent stage, like they eject out of it.
Oh, they back out
So
of it.
he was there and could have landed like a couple weeks before the Russians ended up.
Gotcha.
And there's like this whole thing where he goes to the Senate and all this other stuff. But yeah, it's just like the character communication, the interactions are a little stuffy.
Yeah.
It seems like it's too
Like
stuffy.
dry.
And no, like, you know, like classic like 1960 like drama reenactment. It's just like it's stuffy. Like all the communication is like too over scripted.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't flow very well.
I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
And I could just be picky on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like when I watched episode 3, I was really high.
Okay. Okay.
So there's that.
Yeah.
But
there's
you
that.
know,
There's that. Just
Yeah,
Adam's world high.
Yeah, only on the weekends.
Hey, we keep it
but-
under the table here.
I'll let you know. We'll revisit it in a couple of weeks if I make it through more episodes. And yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let's revisit. I'll revisit. We'll get back to normal people after I finish it and see where I'm at.
Okay.
And you know, hopefully we'll get back to that.
I honestly do not remember what you rated either of yours.
So
So I hope you do.
8.1 Uncharted, 7.4 normal people.
Okay. We'll have to fact check that.
We'll fact check it next time.
Fact check that.
Yeah.
All right. fuck
Okay. Okay. All right,
yeah.
man.
You got anything else for these lovely people?
Man, I don't think so. I think that's really it for me. You got anything, bud?
I got tons of stuff, but I don't think they want to hear about it.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear you, man. Let's be honest with ourselves here.
Yeah. One thing that we will ask though, I think this is a good thing to ask. We're trying to figure out how we're going to do the video, right? You know, are we going to do switching back and forth?
Yeah.
I am kind of leaning towards having both panes available for people to watch, so you can kind of watch reactions as they happen.
Sure.
This is at least on the YouTube video. But like, you know, other podcasts, they switch between, so you can't always see both people at the same time, which I get is great for focus and, you know,
Engagement.
But
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaning towards both.
Yeah. I think it serves the purpose, and it's simple. So, but you know, let us know what you guys think, and
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
yeah, let us know, man. We're completely open to feedback and for all this stuff. So
Yeah. Hell yeah.
give it to us.
Give it to us.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful people.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next
I
time.
love you so much. Bye bye.